So here's the day today. Today we begin and let you know who am I. Reveal my full identity, uncover my mask, and let you know what it is to be me. Let's begin to the slide. So the reveal is over here. So who am I? I am the net lord. Basically a cyber guy from the other side of the net. So if you see internet right now currently, okay, so basically, this is Surface Web, uh, Facebook, all this kind of stuff, Instagram, the Flash, the Light. I'm from this side of the net, okay, cyber. So I'm from this side of the net. So basically, let me tell you my story. Who am I and how I got these titles? So basically, I've been running ops uh, in internet since 2008 or 9, since Backtrack 3 and 4. Since that time I'm running ops. I'm not new to the game, okay? You are new to the game if you're calling me new. So basically I have been given titles like Netlord, Cyberlord, the guy who never misses, and Surface Web saw it live. So basically this is like a basic announcement which I did when I went back to my side of the net. So it is an announcement to Kali itself. Like as you can see, my announcement to all of them back in the control and infra. Like I always had that in that side of the net. They have been right. I will inform. Like I had always had regiments and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, basically that's why I tweeted. So yeah, basically, as you can see, I'm back. Like I'm back there. Like after 5 6 years. Basically, I ran ops there till 2018 or 19 before COVID. Yeah, like 1 year here and there. Before COVID, I was running full on ops on that side of net, and after COVID, I dipped and went to law school. And during my law school, I started my service campaign as soon as COVID ended. After COVID ended, it took me two years max to dominate this layer, basically. So as you can understand, I'm going back to my side of the net as I've already dominated. There's nothing else to dominate, and I was already dominating this side of the net since childhood. So nothing left in the internet for me. So basically, yeah, so this is like the titles which I've got, and like I've given you my history and everything. If you still don't believe me, you can go and ask my Kali for logs. Like Kali means the Linux OffSec. They will send you bunch of logs. Like you will get my fucking history, okay, and the message to the system and the matrix. Fuck off. Okay, so basically now we begin for the Dragon AI ecosystem. Basically, as I told you, like we just extending our, like we are dragons from Kali, and we have been ruling this part of the internet, like the oceans, for like decades, more than decades, like 2000s, and we are just extending our territory in this side of the net, surface world. Nothing new to, as usual, but just both things under same command. So yeah, basically, as you saw me do like all this stuff live. Dragon AI ecosystem infrastructure. Basically, this is an AI ecosystem infrastructure which we are making. You have already seen me make a lot of stuff in Surface Web. So basically, Surface Web is a low level orchestration layer. Okay. So basically, this is a very low level orchestration layer. Not too much, there isn't much you wanna do. While I was working in Surface Web for last 2 years, basically I was like I limit tested the shit out of this layer, okay. And as I limit tested the shit out of this layer, basically I came to the conclusions, couple of conclusions, basically. So in that part I did a bit of coding experiments. Like I tried to hard code it and soft code it and non coded like workflows and all of that stuff. I even tried to run hard coding and gray level ops. So I had to limit it. So obviously I'm putting out AI systems, so I have to see the limits. So basically, I came to the solutions after running ops to this like 2 years. Basically, this is a bit fragile layer, and it soft coding is the way, and non coding little bit coding is the way to go in this layer. Basically, why? Because this is a fragile layer, and it's a low orchestration level layer, and most of the code systems and orchestration are cloud level orchestration in this layer, not like local models. Okay, so basically, yeah, as you can see, I've already pointed out what it is gonna be. Like OpenAI agent builder n10, all this are like no code soft code system, UI based, easy to operate system. So basically, make.com, you can add make.com to have an add in the image. Yeah, make.com too. So basically, yeah, you can have SDK app builders, coding agents like Replit, Lovable, all this kind for UI, and a little bit front end apps. A little bit is of like you want to make a calculator, something for client, or all of this kind of stuff. Or you can even use open N8N and all this front end to make your own SaaS app. Like making SaaS is easy. I've made couple of them over here with my partnership and clients. Yeah, basically, so you can make your own SaaS using, like I have already shown you the demonstration. And CRMs and workflows, basically CRMs like webhooks, AI based CRMs, AI based lead generation, funnel systems like auto generating funnel systems, AI based funnel system, auto generating traffic systems through CRM workflows, all of that kind of stuff. I have already showed it multiple times. Basically high level Salesforce, Zapiers, Zaps, all of that. Okay, so basically, yeah, it's the basic math over here. Like this N8N is the N8N is the key. Please make sure to keep an eye on this. There are 10 5 more releases every month, but it doesn't really matter because um I mean, like, there are 10 more, they come and go. I'm talking about the real players. OpenAI agent builder, N8N. So basically the models are like cloud heavy models over here, like API based, which runs the bandwidth through bandwidth system. Basically, yeah, that's the go to over here. As I've told you, like these are gonna be the rails kind of for this system, because the system is fragile. So basically, and as we go to the other part, like this layer works on legal binding, compliance, contracts, arbitration, all of that kind of stuff, because this is a full corporate and legal layer. So as me being passing out of law school, I understand like legal stuff better. Like I've worked in courts and all of that stuff. I understand arbitration, all of that, so I understand it fully. So basically, as you know, like this like all layer this layer is fully legally binding. The whatever systems which we have given should be legally binding and multi jurisdiction. Basically, multi jurisdictional are systems which basically aren't binded to one jurisdiction. So it can be rerouted, like you just need to change your jurisdiction and the contract remains. I mean, depends. You have to obviously consult a professional. Like you as a person won't understand everything, but yeah, basically. So yeah, like this. So it's all like this. And um basically payment processors are key in this layer too. Basically payment processors like PayPal, we have already, PayPal has accepted us. PayPal has like I mean basically accepted our processes and all of that. They are already partnered. Stripe, we have worked with, they have already accepted our sandbox test, like the sandbox test of the Stripe. PayPal too, and UPI. We can add other payment processors to multiple of them, Cash App, Mash App, like a lot of them. We like Chinese one even too, like any region, it doesn't really matter. We just need to make it region compatible according to that region. So basically PayPal were most likely Indian and American law based, which when I did the sandbox test. UPI is mostly Indian law. Stripe was GDPR, a bit of GDPR too. Like it depends which region they operate and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, basically these are the things. Payment processes are gonna be the key. Okay, basically I've summarized this whole layer. This is a low orchestration layer. Not too much happens in this layer. Basically this is how the layer, like lead gen, surface business, all this kind of stuff like the AI ecosystem works around this in this layer. Basically there isn't much to do. Like if you are from this layer, you stay in your lane, other than like needing cyber solutions, a bit of like no one is harming you, like no one is targeting your business unless you are getting smoke for someone. So basically if you're a business, you don't need to talk too much about cyber security, this that. You ain't running a military grade ops, be in your lane. So basically if otherwise you need some help like cyber help, like some security solution for your n10 pipes or website, and connect with me or any cyber guy. Other than that, I don't think you need anything else. And stop being delusional, no one is coming for you. So basically our cloud models are go to in this layer. And yeah, basically, so as we go deeper in this side of the net, nah, wait. Let me clarify one more thing. So basically, in this side of the net, the primary OS will be Windows. Okay, Microsoft Windows, because we have used Windows servers like like Windows primary servers, like where we run RPA Power Automate Desktop. I've already shown multiple demos around that, like automating whole AI processes in Power Automate Desktop. So the primary OS in this side of this internet will be Windows. Okay, like we have already worked, like I've shown multiple demonstrations through them. And even using power, like Windows have added the new terminal of what that shell is called, like some shell thing. Okay, like yeah. Okay, so that shell thing they have added, like they are adding shells too, like we can run locally too, but it's mostly gonna be RP and Copilot based. But yeah, like that's not gonna be too heavy for Surface. But yeah, we are gonna be using Windows for this side of the net, like as a primary OS, and this side of the net as usual Linux. So basically this side of the net, as we go deep in this side of the net, this is a high level orchestration layer. Please try to understand my fact. You have been playing, like I know, as far as I know, none of the AI companies know how to do a high level orchestration other than hosting cloud. Obviously they know how to host cloud, obviously that's how like they are running it. But most of the companies don't know how to do the high level orchestration, like cyber level Linux hard coded infra. I don't know, like I can't say like pinpoint, like I can say on an average most of you don't know. And that's my offer to every AI company who wants hard coded infra, like Linux based, Python based, CLI based infra. They have to partner up with me to get the access to it, basically. So that's my offer, as I said it in my Twitter. Basically whichever wants access to this, and if you do partnership with me, I will push out your like basically API and cloud models, like I will use it for my production systems too. So basically that's what this partnership will be about. Let's see who comes. So basically what Linux based in hard coded Python based infra will be, basically this will be like CLI systems, as you know, like command line interface systems. I've already shown multiple shells and demos, like couple of them in my socials and all of that kind of stuff. So basically over here it will be Linux based infras. So maybe suppose we are running like satellites, rockets, AI, weather reports, all of that kind of stuff. And we can even add like couple of more things. Suppose like we are running real life robots and all of this, that all is connected through deep web. Like if you're running router, anything like that, this all goes through deep net is the like real life application of the net. So like this is where the real life application of the net will be. Mostly it will be deb packages based, Debian based, or Ubuntu, like Debian Ubuntu same family. So deb based. And other like we will talk to other distros to, let's see like who signs up. Like I don't know, like I'm not looking for too many distros, like there are hundreds of them. One keeps on coming every day, so we can't like keep on releasing for every package. We will try to do as much as possible through GitHub and all of that, like make the code as much possible throughout each and every distro. But we are banning Arch is debarred from like any infra because of disrespecting the dragon banner in our upcoming last protocol. So yeah, Arc is banned. Other than that, we are gonna talk to other distros and how we can make it available for every distro. But for Debian, it will be uh, first release, like first priority will be Ubuntu, Debian, all this like Mint, Vent, all this kind of thing. Okay, and Kali too. So basically, we will be using, like, as you know, like you can use Kali too to even learn run hard coded infra. It doesn't really matter. It's a base package, like family based, like distro based package. So basically, yeah, like that's the key. It's mostly for developers, like running high orchestration level tools. And next we go to like cyber hacking, all hat. Like I have been a black hat red, I have been red teaming since childhood. I've been a black hat hacker. Like I know how to do, I know how my stuff. Okay, so I've been a black hat hacker. So like we are gonna introduce cyber security, military defense, all of this level of solutions and systems. Basically shells, scripts, infra, system for defense, missile, all of that kind of stuff. These are gonna be the really solid infras, really solid infras. And I have already started making some. My next release will be an OSINT, a sexy ass OSINT level system, which is gonna be a spyware kind of. I will let you know the design. I've already designed it. I have to start execution. I've started executing it because I'm mapping out the ecosystem. Making this video, I had to take, like I didn't like fully executed it. I was already testing bunch of things. I will let you know what it will be. So basically, it will be like this. And AI server, gaming AI and server hosting based on Linux. Like we will have, like, as you know, like I have huge knowledge in gaming. I have been a esports player, hosted multiple servers, LANs, Tonys, all of that kind of stuff. Like this is like gaming stuff. So I understand how it operates. We can have AI chats, a lot of stuff. We can AI moderations, a lot of stuff. I have already talked with Riot Games and Steam, and we will talk to multiple gaming companies how we can implement it. Basically, it will be like live server based in their gaming servers, which is mostly Linux based. Everything runs on Linux. Okay, so basically we are gonna talk about it later. That's not our priority. First, please try to understand, our priority is Linux based hard coded infra, Linux based hard coded and Python based infra. This is our first priority. Like this and this, sorry, this both are our, these are both same thing. Like Linux, AI shell hacking. Hacking is my jewel, like is my main thing. Like I have been a hacker, like I told you, I've been running ops since Backtrack days. So like that's where I shine. All this is like think of it like side quest. This is my like main thing. Okay, so these two are we are first gonna be focusing. It's all both the same thing. It's okay. So basically, CLI based is, this both will be AI shells and CLI based systems, and Python based bots, community bots. A lot of things I will be letting you know. Like it will be specific distro in GitHub and all of that kind of. I will let you know what it will be like in that release. So yeah, gaming server solved. AI shells and script. Yeah. So basically now we go to this side, digital collectibles. I've already announced this thing. So we are adding like an infrastructure for crypto and like digital collectibles like skin, which is found in like which are digital assets. So basically we will be connecting it to the ecosystem, which is already existing ecosystems ecosystem by our surety and trust. Like we don't dictate how what goes up, what goes down. Okay, please try to understand my point. We don't have anything to do with this. We will just give you the system and code or something like Kubernetes container, whatever it is, the infrastructure which you can put it inside your wallet or something like that and execute it throughout the ecosystem. That's it. Other than that, we don't control like I mean, like we don't say which goes up, which goes down. That has nothing to do with us or anything like that. We are just gonna do the same as we did with the payment processors. Just add it to the ecosystem through some level of tech or infrastructure, basically. So yeah. So yeah, as you know, like as I've already told you, this works in contracts, binding, and arbitration. But as you come to this level, this after in the sea, it's a lawless a place. Like not like lawless, basically. Yeah, you can say that. It runs on GRC, governance, risk, and compliance, like something like that. Okay, like yeah, I don't remember the full form. Basically, we run on protocols and governance. So basically, online banking, database, I mean corporate intranet based, these systems are gonna be like protocol and governance based. Basically, think of it like, if you know like how governments work, executive based systems. Now these are like legislative systems, like which has to go to court, civil, this that, but these are gonna be executive level systems, which is gonna be protocol based. Like protocol is an executive based system. So basically it's gonna be like that. Database, academic, banking, all of that kind of intranet and all of that kind of stuff. So basically, yeah, and we will have like basically spyware, ransomware, malware, all of that kind of like developments too for governments. For like I have got requests for like some companies too, like asking me to develop, get back into malware development too. Basically, like like companies test their environment to strong, make their protection go up, all of that kind of stuff, like all the big companies. Okay, so basically, yeah, something like that. Ransomware, malware, spyware, this is gonna be for companies, governments, and protected environments only. I'm not selling it out to civilians. Okay, so this is not for civilians stuff. You have to show me proof or stuff like that for buying stuff like that. Okay, basically this is it. And yeah, I forgot to add one more thing. Basically we are gonna be doing modding too, and custom hosting and all of that kind of too in gaming and AI server hosting stuff. Yeah, basically that's it. All of this, like these are the high level orchestration which I stated. Okay, basically these are the like things which we're gonna do. And add online activity monitor tracking tools too of dark web, like onion activity tools, forum tools a bit here and there. This will be mostly for governments or security things. uh, I will let you know what it will be, not too much. Okay, what kind of solution it will be. I haven't disclose any detail about it, just the gist of it. Okay, so deep web ends, these are the all high level orchestration. Basically none of the AI companies knows how to orchestrate in deep web. I think other than Nvidia and Gwen, none of like Gwen, they are good with Linux, that's why like the local models are good. So basically none of the companies know how to orchestrate in over in this side of the net. Basically other than Nvidia, I don't think anyone knows, because Nvidia has been a computing company and their main operational layer is this deep web. So I know exactly what I'm saying. And other than him, no other company knows. And like all the companies are using, AI companies are basically rent bandwidth from deep web, but they don't know how to run locally, most probably, because they didn't even have CLIs. They didn't even knew CLIs properly. They were just playing SaaS in quotes. Ugh. So basically, all the models over here will be run local models, not cloud based. So basically, that's how it's gonna be, like all running in your own SSD or HSD and not going out of your computer. So basically, and it closes the drama and the debate. Oh, like in a scenario like like countries fight between each other about data. My data is going to my some other country. Like let me give you an example. Okay, like US and UK are there. So like US companies are mostly dominant in like this market of cloud. So like UK might have concerns, so my data is going to US. So but like right now, as you we localize models, that won't be a case. It will be so stored in a bunker or a warehouse in UK somewhere. Okay, so like I'm just giving you an example. So basically it ends the debate. And for cloud, like this is for surface level stuff, like public stuff. It's not that important of a data. It's not database level data. Like it's just some numbers, some stats here and there, and try to understand it. Internet, like if we disclose, like internet is a, I mean, let me give you an example. Okay, so like if you have money, okay, so if you only think I will keep all the money in my pocket, I won't rotate it. So like, do you think like other people will be interested in giving you them their money? And if you only think of taking it without even giving it, so data is same. So you have to understand, like internet runs on data, whether it's from here, but you have to be cautious where you give your data. That's what I'm trying to say. So stop crying about data. If you don't want to give out your data, start like learn how to stop giving away your data. No one is trying to take your data. You are a noob, you are giving away your data for free. Bro, I know how to not even get traced. Lol, they are talking about data. So basically, yeah, this is like this ends the battle, like east west, this country, that country, China, America, he's taking my data, he's doing this, India, Africa, whatever it is. Like it ends the conversation of every region, all the governments, all the banking portals, all everything. With this system's local models, it ends the conversation. And for cloud models, it's not that important. It's like Facebook data, little bit here and there, a little bit sales info here and there. Okay, not that much of a deal. Okay, so for that, like yeah, basically it's sorted. So the conversation and the data drama ends here. Okay, so basically, and yeah, and for this side of the net, Tor networks, or your so-called dark web, basically we will be introducing these are like mid-level to low-level orchestration. This will be hosted in Linux too. So basically this level of orchestration will be mid to low level of orchestration. Okay, and basically we will be like introducing a lot of infra for this side, but not right now. First, as I have told you, Linux hard-coded CLI, Python based infra, Python bots and all of that kind of stuff, AI Python bots, and cyber. After that, maybe like later down the line, we introduce it. Basically AI wikis, rotating AI wikis, I've already told it to Tor, and Tor based infra connected through onion chaining, onion routing. Yeah, that kind of infra. Basically this will be like forums, website, marketplace, all this kind of uh, stuff. Okay, onion hacking forums, all of that kind of like normal websites, like which will have AI integrated in those website. This will be mostly released in like hosted through Linux, basically all running locally in Linux, but through a Tor based layer UI. As you know, like the nature of the net in this side, basically it's all bridged through Tor protocol or Tor layers. Okay, bridging. So basically due to that, like the internet is bit slower compared to other layers. So because they have like their anonymity thing over there. Okay, so because of this anonymity thing, so they like they like have that internet slower, so no one could track them basically. So yeah, due to this we are gonna be keeping the UI as minimal as possible, not making it as flashy as surface web, because as you know, like it will be like that there will be dashboards and all, like all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, we are gonna let know how what kind of systems will be or Tor based chaining through. And these systems are mostly non-legal in nature. We mostly promote it for ethical and ethical use only, but you know like what human nature is, we promote it for something else and people do something else. uh, so basically yeah, that's it. And for this, like mostly this will be non-legal based. So will be increasing the anonymity, getting us AI chat chats for this side of the net too, chat rooms and all of that kind of stuff. Plus anonymity based AI systems, like I've already chat room anonymity based AI systems, all of that kind of stuff for market, for the vendor and top markets, traffic system and marketing system. I have already understood marketing as an whole and working in surface web. Okay, so I understand like the concepts and basics of sales and marketing, like I've outclosed all of them in there. So I will be bringing like traffic systems, marketing systems, like that only, like according to their needs. And plus this will be a very good thing. We are getting like advanced journalists plus publication and political blogs basically. So basically this will be like new ways journalists could communicate through like anonymity based AI systems. They can put out publications, like as you know, surface web is a regulated marketplace, and mostly people rely on like this side of the net to communicate like sensitive data, like as you know, basically. So this is not a regulated place. Okay, this is not regulated. This is like I told you, this side is fully lawless. So as the most public comes to this side of net, so basically governments need to regulate this side of web, and I don't blame them, because they need to keep the order. Okay, because like a lot of things, people are coming to this side of net, but this side of net the traffic is low but it's not regulated. So we will be, as you know, like journalists use this side of the web to basically communicate. Like there are many countries where things are banned, or like communication internet is banned, so Tor is like the go-to for them communicating. And like Tor provides some next level safety and anonymity, so your files don't get deleted or anything like that. So like it's a safe event for them. So we want to provide a lot of things, like if you're a media house, BBC, Vice, any media house who is interested, you can send the email out to my cyber mail, and I'm gonna check it out, like if you are interested in this. So basically once we have the production ready, we will let you know. So basically this is gonna be mostly for the this side of the net. Like all the traffic and market systems for like uh, forums, hacking forums, and vendors and all those websites. And yeah, basically I will let them know how it will be. Like I haven't like designed anything yet, these are just the gist of it. Yeah, basically as you see, like I have already told everything about this basically. Yeah, so this is the whole ecosystem. I am sure like I have missed small things here and there out, but basically this is the gist of the whole ecosystem. As you can understand, I can't like it's not humanly possible to find every dot and put it out in the ecosystem. But this is like mostly the part, like most of the part of the internet. Okay, yeah, basically. So yeah, I have done it for most of the internet, and if there is something left, like I'm not personally interested in going in any other site, but if we get some request, or anyone wants something specific, we can see like our stuff over there, and let's we can even expand it. But let me give you a very huge emphasis. This is the layer, nah, not dark web. This is the layer where the main game will be. Like cyber, real life tech, robotics, every layer will be dependent on deep web and intranet. So basically, this is the layer where real power play will be. And I know like most of the companies don't even know how to operate in this layer. So yeah, basically you are just playing around this layer and calling yourself company. So this is basically the layer where it will everything, every main thing will be. And yeah, and one more last thing which before I leave, basically as you can see, there are a couple of things I have been seeing which I want like as an advice. Totally up to you if you want to take it or not. I will suggest everyone in surface web and marketing world, this side of the web, please use cloud models. Don't do with Olama, because Olama, like locally hosted models, needs a lot of fine tuning, a lot of stuff to make it work properly. And none of you know how to use CLI in Surface Web, okay? And you don't even need to, like, it's not your stuff. So don't use those models, okay? And I don't think there is that sensitive of information. You are just running like marketing ops, bro. Come on, okay? So basically try to use API and polished models, because Olama needs, like, not Olama, sorry, local Olama is like the publisher of the local models. Those needs a lot of fine tuning, a lot, believe me, I'm doing it. So basically over here try to use polished models, like OpenAI. American models really shine in cloud, like I told you, Americans are dominant in cloud. So like basically OpenAI, Claude, all of this, like models like this are dominating in cloud. But as we come down to local models, over here the scenario changes. I have seen Chinese model dominate, DeepSeek, Gwen is like the goat of local models, I'm gonna say it. Okay, Gwen is like the goat of local model. Haven't tried that cloud. I think they have their cloud, but that's not supported in NA10. They have their cloud that still calls the API, but we need like it in NA10, like native to NA10 if we wanna try. So yeah, like as OpenAI has it native to NA10. If you wanna try it out, not like through Olama, directly in NA10, like as OpenAI. So yeah, I'm gonna see about that. I will request them. We can have some Chinese models too trying in their cloud. But as Alibaba is a huge cloud provider themselves, but last time I tried DeepSeek, oh my gosh, it was a hell nightmare for me. I wasn't even able to find the like API keys and all of that stuff. Oh my gosh. But like DeepSeek is quite good in local models, but their APIs, oh my gosh, okay, like that was a nightmare for me. Okay, and none of the NA10 and OpenAI like this agent builders, make.com, all of this kind of stuff accepts them. Okay, like their model. And basically we are already having a lot of CLI influx in this side of the net, and all, like OpenAI has already released their OS model, OS, and even Llama, like Meta has released their Llama layer, improving it. Okay, so basically they are getting there, and Chinese model are even getting there. We want a balance in the ecosystem, not like one company or one region wholly dominates. And as I know, like other regions are too, like coming up with their models. And let me make a thing very clear to you. Believe me, models doesn't mean too much. You give me money, I make my own model. And give me computing and all of that, I can make my own model tomorrow. Yeah, basically. But for like my deep web expansion, I will be turning this into a company, like a full-fledged like company, and like start raising and all of that, because I need a lot of chips and GPUs to run this model locally. Like I can design it and run small level, like some hacking level high level orchestration, because I have a higher GPU. But like to run real military grade, satellite grade infra, I need a lot and lot of investment and lot of support. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna start doing that very soon, like as I start this, turn this into a company as I'm out of college. Like in surface web I was just consulting, wasn't a company yet. So now I'm gonna turn this whole ecosystem in a company. And first we are gonna start with Linux and hacking based, like Kali Linux, all this Linux based hard coded AI shell and script based infra for defense or tech or development, all of that kind of stuff. Plus we are gonna see like if we do some cloud stuff too. Like I have done cloud stuff too for API request and all of that. I'm gonna let you know how it's gonna be like. And basically, yeah. So yeah, like everyone is like cool, like everything is going cool, and I'm gonna let you know. Please cap it out. Like this is like one of the most important videos in the history of the internet itself, because as you know, like the web is not divided anymore, it's unified under our under dragons. So we have expanded our domains in surface web 2 plus deep and dark web knows us for like a lot of years, and it's an unified net but in two different atmosphere. Basically one is above the surface, one is below and below the waters. So basically, yeah, so that's it. Have a great day ahead. I'm gonna keep uploading important videos. I don't upload too much because I don't wanna, like, as you know, like I don't do the show. So basically I will keep uploading videos once like I get some good topics or like something to ops to run to. Yeah, basically. Have a great day ahead. Bye.